Big win, obviously, TSA as well. We'll bring in North Carolina Congressman Brad Knott. He serves on the House Judiciary Committee as well as the House Homeland Security Committee. Your colleague, Congressman Bacon, he raised a valid point. Did you want to elaborate on that? And again, TSA impacted, still feeling the effects from the 43-day government shutdown. Will this happen again?
You know, it's a great point, and I really don't have a lot to add to Representative Bacon's summary. You know, there are multiple divisions in DHS that have nothing to do with immigration. TSA, Coast Guard, CISA, FEMA, the list goes on. But what is funded because of the One Big Beautiful Bill is ICE and the Border Patrol. So shutting down this division, this department that has nothing to do with their stated goal, it does not make sense. And all it is, as the American people see, is political messaging. And so with that as the motivation, it's going to be hard to find middle ground here.
Well, Democrats have called it leverage. We've seen on multiple shows recently answering questions about the shutdown. They use that term leverage. Now, we've heard that term used during the 43-day shutdown, and now it's back. Our TSA agents, Coast Guard, FEMA, is that leverage?
You know, it's really not. What the Democrats are truly after is to stop all immigration enforcement. They want to disrupt, they want to cause pain, they want to cause discomfort, and then they want to blame Republicans for the consequences of their actions. That's the political game that we're seeing here. And I urge them to come to the table. You know, representatives in the House of Representatives voted to fund DHS from the Democrat side because they knew that this was an ill-fated plan. But Chuck Schumer caved to the political pressure, and that's why we are where we are, and it's a real shame.
I'm going to play this for you. It's Democratic Congresswoman Dina Titus of Nevada discussing the shutdown battle on Bloomberg Radio. She offered this perspective.
But one thing that's really important to remember is the public is with the Democrats on this. All the polling shows that the public thinks that these ICE characters should follow the same rules as regular law enforcement. That's all that we're asking. And the public agrees with that. They've seen the pictures of Minneapolis. They've said this is too much. This is not what we expected from an agency that was supposed to just be going after the bad guys.
They're not characters, they're officers. Congressman Knott, your response to that, she thinks the public is entirely on the side of Democrats.
That could not be further from the truth. You know, look at some of the demands that the Democrats have made. We've already achieved them. Funding for body cameras, funding for training. These are common sense steps. Again, the polls show that the vast majority of Americans want illegal immigrants out. The Democrats, like we see in Minnesota, they refuse to even work with law enforcement to remove people already in custody. The polls are with the Republicans. The Democrats are catering to a very fringe element of their base. All Republicans want is to enforce the immigration laws on the books. The Democrats have refused to play ball in this arena, and they're shutting down the government because of it.
But they want judicial warrants. Is that something you're on board with versus administrative warrants?
You know, this is a very common misconception. Republicans have followed the law that Barack Obama, that Bill Clinton, that George Bush followed, the Immigration and Nationalities Act. It's been enacted for decades now. And again, all the Democrats are looking to do is to add more process to what should be a very routine enforcement measure. There is already administrative warrants that are issued for various enforcement mechanisms. That is the appropriate and the legal mechanism that has been utilized for decades. What the Democrats are trying to do is to take it out of that forum and put it into one that is not considered by the law. And again, what they're hoping to do is stop immigration enforcement. They want to stop deportations. They want to stop putting immigrants in custody. And they want all people who are here illegally to end up staying here. And that's not where Republicans are.
All right. We'll continue to follow the shutdown as that does continue on. Congressman Brad Knott, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you.
You got it.